pretty much focusing on my defense, creating my offense. So that's something that I'm been pretty big on, and that's something I could bring.
And what's one thing you need to work on and improve on the court?
One thing I need to work on and improve on the court would be, pretty much my all-around game. I'm not perfect. I don't have anything that I'm great at, and I like to keep it that way because I like to get better and have room to grow.
Talk about your defense creating your offense, but what do you see yourself evolving in as an offensive player? What will be your calling card?
Meaning.
What do you think will be like your strengths, your bread and butter?
Shooting. Becoming a more consistent shooter. I've tweaked a couple things in my shot that pretty much have shown drastic change. Throughout the off season, and pretty much just being the best player that I could be all around, attacking the rim, getting to the lane, and getting to the free throw line is something that I'm pretty good at, and I'll continue to get better at.
Kelly, who are some of the players that you model your game after?
I look at James Harden a lot. I like his game. I love his game. Actually, I watch a lot of the things that he does on the offensive end. And guys like Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler, I look at them as being two-way players because that's the new wave of guards, and I want to be something like that.
You have a 50-point game.
Yeah, I have that in me. I've had that in me since I was young. So it's gonna come back out.
Kelly, have you interviewed with the Knicks?
I have today. Yes,
what do you think? How'd that go?
It was great. Coach Phil, he's definitely a legend, and it was an honor to sit in front of that group of people.
What do you think about that fit and how you would look at a Knicks jersey?
I could help any team out. That definitely is a place where I can come in and help out immediately, and continue to grow as the program continues to rebuild.
Who are some of the other teams that you had a chance to speak with?
I met with 10 teams so far. A lot of great teams. Off the top of the dome, I can't tell you all 10, but teams like Denver, Toronto, Boston, the Knicks, Oklahoma City. So a lot of great teams that pretty much have my best interest at heart.
What were your impressions of the Celtics when you had a chance to meet with them?
I met with Coach Stevens. Great coach. He has a lot on his brain that he knows about the game of basketball. I can see he's new into the NBA, and I can see myself growing as he grows. And becoming the best coach that he can be as I become the best player that I can be in the NBA.
Did your paths cross at all before when he was at Butler?
No, never. I wasn't even in college yet. He didn't really recruit me, so we never really talked before that.
Did you meet in Miami?
What was his?
Yes, I did meet.
You did meet with
Yes,
Miami?
yes, sir.
You meet with Riley?
Yes, sir.
What was that experience like?
It was great. He's another legend who's coached greats in the past, and just seeing what he knows about the game of basketball is something that I would never take for granted. And I listened to every single thing that he said. I asked him a couple questions also to see if I could pick his brain about some things that I may need to know about my future.
They're one of the more talented teams. They're one of the better teams that would have a chance to pick you. There might not be a starting spot open on that team. What would you think about that situation?
Every situation, in this draft will be great for me. God has a plan for me, and I feel like He's going to land me in the best place that's possible for me in my career.
Back to Brad Stevens from what kind of things did he hit on with you? What's he looking for?
He's just looking for somebody to come in and play defense and pretty much just evolve as the team evolves, and to getting back to the top. And he needs pieces around his team to help his team give him the best chance of winning. So he pretty much just stressed defense and just improving on my offensive game.
Did he talk about how you fit in?
Yeah, he said I come in and play the best defense that I can because I have the link to be a defensive stopper on that end.
Was Detroit one of the teams you met with, Kelly?
I haven't met with the Pistons yet.
Do you know if they're on your list?
I'm not sure, but if I land in Detroit, it's another great system that I could thrive in also.
When you look at their roster, they don't have a starting small forward right now. Is that, when you look at the core they got with Drummond, the young core, Caldwell Pope, Reggie Jackson, is that a situation you would see as you could thrive in that?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I feel like I could thrive in a lot of systems, because I bring the intangibles to the game of basketball, athleticism, defense, things like that. And I'm still growing, but I feel like I'm gonna get better as time goes.
When coaches talk about what position you play in the NBA, they want to know what position you can guard. How many positions do you think you can guard?
I feel like I can guard 4, 1 through 4. Even if I need to guard 5, it's about being smart and not fouling. There's a lot of great players in the NBA, and I feel like being versatile is something that's a strong suit for me.
Why should an NBA team draft you?
I feel like somebody asked me that question already, but I bring defense to the table. My length is definitely something that can cause problems, and I'm still growing, and I'm a student of the game, and definitely working on my offensive game is something that I take pride in, and I want to be a two-way player, and that's the new wave. If somebody needs a guy that's going to be a two-way player that can score the ball and play defense, that's something I bring to the table.
Kelly, how did you prepare for meeting with NBA legends and greats like you've been doing in your interview process?
I mean, you just staying poised, staying calm and cool, calm, and collective. You know, meeting with these people, they're humans too, but they just want to know that if they make an investment in me, can they trust me? You know what I mean? So just remaining calm and talking to these people, you know, as if, you know, I'm trying to get a job for them, pretty much.
What are some misconceptions of you?
Some people said I'm lazy. You know, some people say that I don't work hard all the time, and that's not true. You know, this year at Kansas, you know, I may came off lazy because I really didn't understand some of the things that I was doing, so it kind of caused me to slow down. And when I don't understand something, I slow down to try to get it right. You know what I mean? I don't want to just do anything or throw anything out there. I want to be perfectionist.
How do you fix that or prove them wrong?
Just go hard every time. You know what I mean? Even if I mess up, you know, I've learned over the last year in college that, you know, even if I'm not going hard, it's because I'm thinking. So stop thinking and just play.